He, oh no, that wahala, guys. So guys, it's a boy Adamslink Media. So Davido decided to show some solidarity to Wizkid. Since Wizkid was left out was left out in some very important recognition yesterday. Davido decided to show some solidarity to Wizkid. So he shared a post on his social media, Instagram and Twitter, and he declared himself and Wizkid the two greatest of all times when it comes to African music, African entertainment industry. And of course, I know exactly that it came from the good side of his art, like it was really, like he meant good by sharing this picture and declaring himself and Wizkid the greatest of all time, but fans were not having it. Firstly, yesterday, Billboard magazine named Mr. Eazi, Tiwa Savage, and Davido the greatest, the biggest artists from Africa. The Billboard named them the biggest artists from Africa, and also he said these three artists are the one paving way for other artists. So they failed to recognize Wizkid, Bono Boy, Olamide, D'banj, Two-Face, all those pioneers who have been, all those old schools and new schools who have been grinding and paving ways for other artists, most especially Wizkid. People were not happy about it, and people were having some mixed reaction, blasting the Billboard for only declaring Mr. Eazi, Tiwa Savage, and Davido the three biggest artists from Nigeria and Africa, and saying that these artists are the one paving ways for other artists. So people were not happy about it. So today, Davido decided to be a bigger brother. I don't know what it felt like. He decided to be a bigger brother and a bigger person, and he shared a picture of him and David and Wizkid dressed in some attires, looking like some native daughters and some shit like that. And he said, the two greatest of all time, no cap. Like I've said, I know it means good. Like Davido always have this generous mind. It means good, but the timing of him posting this picture is what people are questioning. Yeah, it's what people are questioning. So you decide. So people are saying that okay, you now decide to share this picture. Like, what are you feeling like? People must always have some controversial statement when it comes to these two guys. People will always have some controversial statement. We read meaning to things, and people are now saying it like Davido is simply like mocking Wizkid for not being on the list. So since Billboard did not recognize Wizkid to be part of Africa's greatest musician who are paving the way for other African artists, Davido decided to recognize Wizkid himself. So, and the Wizkid has not responded to this. Wizkid have not responded to this, and I don't think Wizkid will ever respond. So Wizkid FC, his fans are the one responding, saying that Davido should take down the picture. But meanwhile, other people are still happy about it. Majority of people are happy about Davido being like recognizing Wizkid for his accomplishment for being among the greatest. But the question is now, if two of you are the greatest, then who is the first? Who is the biggest? And one thing again, I see something wrong with that Billboard magazine. How can you just name three artists, Mr. Eazi, Tiwa Savage, and Davido, saying that they are the three biggest artists from Africa and Nigeria? That Billboard magazine, they are not serious. What about the pioneers? They are the band, they are the band, they are Don Jazzy, those guys who really did it then. Or let us forget about it. What about Bono Boy? What about Wizkid? What about Lamide? What about other Yemi Alade, who is carrying Africa culture to international standard? Come on, guys. Billboard magazine didn't get it right this time, honestly. I wasn't happy at all about that publish that publishing. They should have just made no just share their pictures and so on, and just say, okay, I'm three artists among the biggest artists in Nigeria. Like, don't say they are the biggest and they are the one paving ways for other artists to come up. That's a really, really wrong statement. No, Davido, Tiwa Savage, Mr. Eazi are not the biggest artists to come from Africa, and they are not paving way. They pave way, but they are not the only artists who are paving ways. And one thing again, I'm not happy about is about Wizkid not releasing music often. It's usually quiet now, and this is the time people want to hear music. Wizkid is busy starving his fans from music. Like, what is that guy doing? Just release some stuff. Release music so that people will start, hearing about you again. But Wizkid is usually this quiet type. He doesn't like procrastinating, shouting, and doing all those irrelevant things. He just like being quiet. But I think that quietness is too much now. You have to release some crazy music. So guys, tell me what you feel about all these things that I've just talked about. Tell me how you feel about it, and tell me if you really agree with that Billboard magazine naming Tiwa Savage, Wizkid, and Mr. Eazi the biggest in Africa. Tell me if you really, really accept that Wizkid, that Davido, Mr. Eazi, and Tiwa Savage are the biggest in Africa, and they are meeting person like Wizkid and Burna Boy. Do you agree? And also, guys, to round up this video, let me just talk about some minor things in Nigeria. First of all, the cases are still going up. The corona cases in Nigeria are still very much going up, and people are still moving around, guys. Like, I don't know the way forward. When the cases were a little bit low, there was coffee, there was lockdown. Now the cases are going up, there's no lockdown. So who is playing politics? Who is playing politics with who? That is the question I want to ask. Like, when the cases were low, you institute a lockdown. But now the cases are going higher every day. You allow people to move freely. Is it that, man, I don't really know, guys. And meanwhile, guys, has come across this news of a man from Ondo State, a Muslim, an Alpha. You can either call him an Alpha or a Malam. An Alpha is somebody who leads prayer in the mosque. He's set to marry a 16 years old girl. A 16 years old girl as his ninth wife. But hopefully, very fortunate for that 16 years old girl, Ondo State Court immediately stopped that wedding. Immediately. So why is this man now, who is an Alpha, he called himself a Muslim man, an Alpha who leads prayer in the mosque, going around and want to marry a 16 years old girl to be his ninth wife? Seriously, this man has some serious issue. Somebody like this should be arrested and sentenced to jail, honestly. And one thing is that is the lady's father are the one that forced this girl to accept the proposal at the age of 15 years old. But they just waited for the girl to clock 16 before wanting to finally do the normal wedding arrangement. The lady's parents are forcing this 16 years old girl to get married to this old man as the ninth wife. He called himself a mother. This kind of person is supposed to be arrested. Guys, honestly, I'm really angry about with all those guys. I'm really, really angry with them. Like, if I see them, I might be forced to be really, really physical with them. Ninth wife. And looking at the picture, you see their parents, the lady's parents, really, really happy about it. But thank God the court stopped the wedding. And then meanwhile, guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. Tell me exactly what you feel about Davido recognizing Wizkid as one of the best in Nigeria. And of course, like, subscribe, comment, guys, and share it on all social media platforms. And when you subscribe, Also click on the bell notification to get update on all my other new content. So I see you in my next video. Bye.